Today, we're going to unpack a deal that connects the world's biggest superpower with one of its absolute smallest nations. And it's a partnership that could totally reshape how we think about immigration policy. It's a fascinating story of money, migration, and one tiny Pacific island right at the center of a huge geopolitical shift.
So that's the big question, right? Why on earth is the United States, a global giant, striking an immigration deal with Palau, a remote island nation with just 18,000 people? Well, the answer reveals a really major change in global strategy.
First, let's just get a sense of the scale here. This is Palau. It's a beautiful chain of islands in the Western Pacific, and its entire population is around 18,000 people. I mean, to put that in perspective for you, that's roughly the size of a small American college town. And this tiny nation is at the very heart of a brand new and pretty controversial U.S. policy.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. What exactly is this Palau Accord and what's in it for each country?
At its core, it's a quid pro quo, a pretty straightforward exchange, actually. The United States gives a significant amount of financial aid, and in return, Palau agrees to take in up to 75 deportees from the U.S. Basically, it's money for a very, very specific kind of assistance. And we're not talking about a small chunk of change. This is $7.5 million. Now, according to officials, this money is set to do a few things: support Palau's civil service pension system, help out local law enforcement, and, this is the crucial part, help with integrating the people who will be arriving there.
But who are these deportees? It's really important to understand they're not just anyone. We're talking specifically about third country nationals. These are people the U.S. wants to remove, but for really complicated legal reasons or just logistical nightmares, can't send them back to their home countries. And that's why a third-party destination like Palau suddenly becomes so necessary.
So, that's the what of the deal. But what about the why? Why is this happening right now? To answer that, we have to zoom out and look at the bigger strategic picture for the United States. You see, this whole accord is a direct result of the Trump administration's larger immigration goals. The strategy is all about accelerating mass removals of migrants and finding, let's say, creative solutions for those really complex deportation cases we just talked about. This deal with Palau is basically a new tool in the toolbox to expand their overall immigration enforcement efforts. And this right here is the critical point. I know, 75 people might not sound like a lot, but this deal, it's hugely significant. Why? Because it signals a whole new approach, using international partnerships and foreign aid as direct tools for domestic immigration policy. It's a potential playbook for a lot more agreements just like. As you can probably imagine, a policy like this doesn't happen without stirring up some controversy. The Palau Accord has definitely ignited a serious debate, with some really strong opinions